Hi, I'm Dov. I need to talk to you about some safety information and some terminology about your new climbing wall to make sure that you stay safe and you have fun. So, first of all, safety. Climbing is inherently dangerous, so please be careful. The type of climbing that we're doing here is called bouldering, which means there are no ropes. There are 5 safety points to bouldering. Number 1, padding. It is your responsibility as the climber to ensure there is always padding beneath you. Don't forget you might be climbing side to side, so plan accordingly. Use the dedicated climbing crash pads and make sure the shoulder straps face down. Number 2, fall zone. Make sure your fall zone, the padding, is clear of water bottles, phones, small humans, dogs, chalk bags, whatever. Number 3, if possible and highly encouraged, have someone spot you. They can help with the first 2 safety points, moving the crash pads as you climb and ensuring there is nothing beneath you or no one walks beneath you. They can also guide your fall, should it happen, to make sure you don't hit your head on something. Number 4, down climb. Whenever you finish a climb or you find yourself wanting to come down halfway through, climb down the wall instead of jumping. Find the biggest holds for your hands and your feet and down climb. This is one of the best ways to prevent injuries. Number 5, take it easy. Climbing can be very hard on your body, especially your fingers, and especially for beginners. So go easy, warm up, and be extra careful on the harder moves. Safety is by far the most important part. Next, we'll go over some terminology. It isn't essential to know, but it will help make sense of everything that's happening on the wall, which can be kind of confusing at first. So all over the climbing wall, you'll find climbing holds. Some are really big and easy to hold, others, not so much. You can use all the holds for both your hands and your feet to make it to the top. You go right, you go left, in any combination that you'd like. This will be the easiest way to practice climbing movements, and I highly encourage you to do this. Now, when you're ready for a little bit more of a challenge, there are 10 marked climbing routes of varying difficulties that are set for you. Each route will be marked by a specific colored tape, and simply put, follow the holds with the same colored tape. To start the route will be 1 hold or 2 holds that have the upside down V taped. Your feet should be on the wall once your hands are on those starting holds. On the starting holds, you'll also find the name of the route, its difficulty, and some notes about the climb. So let's go over the difficulty scale. The V scale is the American Bouldering Difficulty Scale. It starts at V intro, which would be kind of like climbing a ladder, onto V0, V1, V2, V3, and so on and so forth. The higher the number, the harder the climb. Our range here is V intro to about V6 or so. Now, on each route, you'll also find some notes. Some of them will explain where you're allowed to put your feet, and there are 3 possibilities. Any feet. On some easy climbs, you can use any hold for your feet while following the correct colored tape for your hands. So side note, if you want to make these climbs harder, you just stick to the correct colored tape for both hands and feet. Another note you'll find is any feet to start. On these climbs, it's up to you where to put your feet when you first start the climb. After those first 2 footholds of your choice, you follow the correct colored tape for both hands and feet. And the third note, marked feet. This means you can only use the correct colored tape for both hands and feet. Now, of course, you don't have to follow any of these notes. You can mix and match if you want, who cares? The specific routes are there for those that wish to be guided to experience certain rock climbing movements and difficulties. One more terminology that applies for us is arête, and you'll see this on some notes. An arête in climbing is an edge or an entire corner of a wall. We have an arête on this wall. For some routes, you'll see the note arête on, meaning that using the corner as a hold is expected. If you don't see this note, you can assume the corner or the arête is not part of the climb. And finally, all of the routes have to end somewhere. Most will end at its respective colored tape on the green strip of wood up top. The green strip is a hold, and it's expected that you grab onto this, where the tape is, to finish the climb. Climbs that end on specific climbing holds will be marked with 2 pieces of tape. Okay, that's it. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, find me.